The Raider Band would like to thank Canada Principal Ms. Norma Jean Canales and her administrative staff, Brownsville ISD Superintendent Dr. Rene Gutierrez, and the Brownsville ISD board members, Area Assistant Superintendent Dr. Timothy Tuck, Intern Fine Arts Administrator Kathleen Jimenez, Instrumental Supervisor Michael Garcia, the Garcia and Perkins Middle School band staff, the ever-supportive Raider Band parents, and all Raider Bands everywhere for your support. The Raider Band would like to extend their congratulations to the Harlingen South Hawk Band and its directors for the success of this year's 16th Jubilee. Thank you, and go Raiders!
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services. Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Inside a top-secret, highly classified government laboratory, an experimental killer virus has breached containment. You and your team have 60 minutes to find the antivirus. Book your adventure today at trappedrgv.com.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias, su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Hi, we're Robert Bellows, Neighbor Cats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, power everything, $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
Hi, we're Sherry.
Last week, at the 77th annual picnic, your Mighty Hawk band made a superior rating for the 19th time this also I'd like to congratulate the Rivera Raider Band on their superior rating and mixed team as well. Our drum majors this year are Jose Gutierrez, David Cavazos, and Noel Weeks. Our color guard captains are Imani Martinez and Christian Rankin. Gilbert Guadarrama, Victor Lamar, leads our professional ensemble. Ladies and gentlemen, on your seats and on your feet for your very own, the Harlingen South Mighty Hot Band.
I would like to recognize the accomplishments of two seniors from Harlingen High School South, nationally recognized feat and made new. These students have dedicated 4 years of hard work to solidify their names as two of the best feat and game competitors in the state of national level. Miss Natalie Bennett, who was unable to be here tonight, was the Texas Forensic Association state finalist in two events, as well as National Individual Events Tournament of Champions finalist. With us tonight is Mr. Joseph DeCito, who won third place at the PFA State Tournament after competing with over 200 of the best students across Texas. A big round of applause for these tremendous students who continue to answer the legacy of speech and debate in Harlingen High School South.
And thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
On the return, number 11, Jacob Carrion. On the stop, number 10, Angel Villalon. For the Raiders, it'll be first and 10 at the 20 for the Hawks. Rocky Vázquez up the middle. On the stop, number 24, Gabriel Cuella for the Raiders. It'll be second down and 5. Number 33, Marcos Gonzalez on the middle. Takes about a yard on the stop, number 44. Pressure number 24, Gabriel Cuella. Third down. Vázquez to the left-hand side, around the corner. Benjamin Miles, number 7, Amy Wooden, but that is a Harlingen South Hawk. First down! Marcos Gonzalez up the middle. It'll be a long ball, a yard, second down. On the stop, number 30, Jose Valle. Some third quarter scores around the district. San Benito 35, Hannah 13. Los Angeles 14, Harlingen 13. On the carry, Marcos Gonzalez, number 33, on the tackle, number 34. Anthony Bennett, it'll bring up third down. On the reception, number 88, Brady Bennett. Pushing him up on number 5 is Esteban Cruz, but that is a Harlingen South Hawk. First down! Gonzalez up the middle, picks up about 3. On the stop, number 89. Arnold Roate, every second and 7. Ball game number 33 was Southern Silver Tigers timing up. Penalty markers on field. Ball game number 2 to the left-hand side, trying to get around the corner, Alexis Spotza. On the stop number 5 for the Raiders, Esteban Cruz. We bring up third down. The penalty marker is on field on the stop number 7, Indian Juarez for the Raiders. Down to a Harlingen 16-yard line. That is a Harlingen South first down. For the Raiders. Kevin Diaz for the recovery, first and 10. The pitch number 21 to the right-hand side. Ramiro Pena. Lost 2 on the play, second and 12 for the Raiders. on the field.
Oh my god, you know what? Never mind. Just change mine.
Pass is incomplete. Pass is incomplete. Here we got 4 down. Ladies and gentlemen, ring out more for Hope tickets for the cheerleader per walk. Your number is 3788633. Once again, 3788633. It's every football at the press box.
Oh, he dropped it. That's why.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Hi, we're
Marco Gonzalez on the handoff. On the stop number 89 for the Raiders, Arnold Rolande picks up about 3 seconds and 7. Pass is incomplete. Here we go, 7 down.
Oh my god.
Bucket number 11, Jacob Carrion, trying to get around the corner. On the stop number 28, Pedro Coronado. It'll be 3rd and long for the Hawks. 3. The penalty markers on the field. Goes nothing from the carry, breaks loose. Across the 50. Still on his feet. It'll be second and no game on the way. On the stop, number 5 is Sima Cruz, but that is a Harlingen South Hawk. Touchdown! Bobby up the middle, takes him about 2 of the carry. On the stop, number 30, Jose Valle. Incomplete.
You better stop. Don't yank it. Do not yank it.
Penalty marker on field. Pass is incomplete. Fourth down for the Hawks. Number 11, Jacob Daniel from
Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
Willkommen to Welcome to Hacienda Ford's Trucktoberfest.
Trucktoberfest is the biggest sale of the year on Ford pickup trucks at Hacienda Ford. Now, no matter what options you want, it's at Hacienda Ford. Right now, get a 2019 Ford F-150 for 0% interest for 72 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash.
Trucktoberfest means Hacienda has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the concession stand is still open tonight. They're selling some coffee, they got some gourmet popcorn, some Chick-fil-A. Make sure to support our boosters tonight and visit our concession stand. Number 21. Ramiro Vega. Running out of bounds, number 4, Jeremiah Rivera. Going to make a 5-7 down for Raiders. On the stop, number 36 for the Hawks, Ethan Gonzalez. He's bring up third down. Buccaneers number 1 for the Raiders, Rafael Campos up on backfield. On the stop, number 10, Devin Montemayor, number 7, Devin Montes, point down. Harlingen 31, Rivera 21. In the third quarter, San Benito 35, Anna 19.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias, su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
He's in the back. So everybody else on the crew is there. Umpire has the ball. Looks like he wants to march it backwards. He's the one that spots it. All right, so they're going to come up with it. It's an illegal block below the waist on number 88. They did start to crack down. They actually call it a crackback block. Well, when you have a receiver that is on the outside and then he comes into the middle of the field and then you blindside linebacker, defensive end, safety, and then if you hit him below the waist, it's personal foul. So they did that for the protection of players on the interior of the field there. And so they did away with that. Some of the crackbacks that we used to experience were some of the worst. So it's a good thing they've done that. Nice dump off to number 23, Israel Vasquez, and trying to regain some of that 15 yards that they lost in that penalty. Really, and it was more than 15 yards because if it wasn't for that penalty, they would have been on the 25-yard line right now. Okay, third down and 15. David Torres trying to get him to jump offside. He almost got number 34 to bite here on the outside. They're going to move their H back over. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. He's got Vasquez again in the flat. Wide open. Catches it, making a move. And he'll gain 10 yards on that play. He's going to bring up a 4th down and 5. As he does a good job of eating up some of those yards that were lost in that big penalty. And so they just go Vasquez out of the backfield on a flats pass left and then right. And they just let him run. 16, 15, 14. This will probably be the end of the third quarter. The Hawks will let it run down. And they're going to switch sides here. And the Hawks want nothing more but to convert this into...
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Hi, we're Harlingen University, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
For the third quarter. But they're going to go ahead and bring out the punt unit. And so the Hawks, they second guess themselves there, and they're going to go and go with a punt. It's so weird how that happened. I'm going to go back and see how the clock stopped. All right, punt. Good roll for the South Hawks. They'll mark it down about the 12-yard line, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. And now they'll switch sides. And so
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Hi, we're Brownsville veterans.
all right. And we're back live audio here. For the fourth quarter, thanks for joining us this live audio broadcast. Real Sports Live, KHGN, bringing you this play-by-play action tonight here from Bogus Stadium. 12 minutes. We're just about to start the fourth quarter. 29-15, we scored. Rivera getting first crack at the fourth quarter. Number 2, shotgun formation. Spread out, 4 wide receivers. Throws right. Incomplete pass, number 15. Carlos Cardenas. Intended receiver there. Just whipped right in between his hands. An ongoing issue tonight for Rivera has been that the receivers have not been able to control, manage, handle, hold on to those passes. That, in my opinion, by the way, from Chito Perez have been on the mark. He maybe missed a couple times, but the ball's right there. It's just being delivered hot. They have to work on that. So they do. They've got some firepower there. He'll keep it this time on the right-hand side. Somehow he ends up dishing it behind the big pile that I couldn't even see. He goes up to Vega. He gains about a yard. And no more. So third down for the Rivera Raiders, and quickly starting in this fourth quarter, they don't want a 3 and out. Down 2 touchdowns. Need to find some kind of miracle somewhere in order to get back in this game. Chito Perez and company working with a 3rd down and 8. Balls marked on the 14-yard line with 11:20 remaining in the game. Down 2 touchdowns. Here we go. Chito. Shotgun formation, sends a man in motion. He's going to give it number 1 there. We have not seen him for a while. He'll take a gain of about a yard only for Rafael Campos. And he's going to get a little bit, but not nearly enough. So 4th down for the Raiders, and they'll bring their punt unit out. And again, this punt unit facing into the wind. This could end up being a really short field for the Hawks. Here we go. Good snap. Punter. That's a beautiful looking spiral punt. You feel about the 48-yard line. Taken to the right-hand side. Here we go. Nice block set up there. And they're going to call him. I think they're going to call him a block in the back. But, man, that was a good looking block there. That's number 4, Jeremiah Rivera. I don't know. That looked clean from up here. To be a block in the back, it has to be, if you draw a line on your shoulder pad, it's got to be behind that line. Side block is fine, and that's what that looked like to me. But I'm up here and they're down there, so they'll get the call. If it were to stand, it'll be marked at the 44. If it's a block in the back, it's going to go back into South territory. The white cap will make the final decision here. They're going to discuss it. And I think it's going to go against South because they're asking the better player what they want, what they prefer. Yep. They're going to call it a penalty blindside hit. I'm not sure that's a call. Block in the back's a call. Block below the waist is a call. But that may be a new UIL rule that I don't know about. So we can fact check you on that one. 1st and 10 though. Ball's going to end up now finally on the 41-yard line of the Harlingen Southhawks. So the Hawks here will have just under 60 yards to work with should they try to get down and make a score. 10:25 remaining in the fourth quarter in the ball game. 29-15. Handoff Marcos Gonzalez finding space, dropping that shoulder pad level. He'll get out past the first down marker and a little bit more. 12-yard gain for the sophomore running back. I just love to watch this young man run, and he does a good job of getting away from tacklers, but then when he's confronted with tacklers, he'll drop that shoulder pad helmet, meaning that he gets low to the ground, and he pumps those legs, and he's just a strong back, and he's able to get yards when other backs would not, and so makes him strong, makes him powerful, and he's got speed too, good vision. So they break into the Rivera side of the field now. Ball is marked on the 47-yard line. David Torres, pistol formation now. Handoff, Marcos Gonzalez again, left-hand side this time. Pushing the pile forward for a gain of 7 yards. That's what the Hawks want to do right now, is they just want to continue to milk that clock, just run it. Stay in bounds, don't get out of bounds. You're going to have to make the Raiders burn 2 timeouts, of course, but you do everything you can as a unit to keep in bounds and just make sure that clock keeps ticking. And you best do that when you run the football. And you can get 3 to 4 yards of carry. You get 3 carries, you get a first down. And you get a couple of those 4 yards. So hand off Gonzalez. After a 7-yard pickup, he'll get right back to the line of scrimmage. And he's stuffed right there.
On the stop, number 89.
So not much gain there. We do have a player down for the Raiders.
Real Sports Live.
Located in the historic downtown district in San Benito is Main Street Boutique. A perfect stop, great atmosphere, locally owned and operated, and new items coming in every day. Something for everyone. Main Street Boutique in San Benito.
You have been taken. There will be no ransom note, a chance to escape. Can you use the clues that others have left behind? Are you clever enough to figure it out? Can you escape? Let the game begin.
Yeah, so here we go. They were able to beat los Fresnos last week by 1 point. And so they were able to sneak out with a 21-20 win, which really bolstered, their confidence quite a bit. And so came in here 1-1. The Hawks have lost. They've been on a 4-game losing skid. Started with Westico, which was an overtime loss. Lost to Odessa. They had the excuse me. They had the lead there at the halftime, from what I understand. And Odessa was able to mount a comeback, and then lost to Los Fresnos. And then last week was a close game. I think going into the third quarter, I think there may have been a lead also for Harlingen South against San Benito. So, South has been in it all season long. Have been on the losing end of it, but they've been right there. They've been in contention. And so, as I look at this South Hawk team, there's a lot of talent. A lot of sophomores making big plays too. So it's a senior/sophomore team, not a whole lot of juniors actually. So just an interesting makeup of a team this year, but got enough veterans and they have enough young guys that are coming up. But there's a lot of talent in this team. I love the offensive line for the South Hawks. Probably one of the better offensive lines that I get to watch. And unfortunately for South Hawks, they're all seniors, I believe. So that's hard. And you could tell they've been playing together for a while. I'm sorry. Number 51, the guard is actually a sophomore. There you go. All right. You go back to it. 3rd down and 5. For the Hawks, David Torres takes a snap, hands off. Marcos Gonzalez, right-hand side, following, as a matter of fact, number 51, the sophomore guard. And he gets all the way downfield for a first down, plus a lot more, but we do have a flag on the play. Trying to watch this replay here and see where they called potentially a holding. I think that's what they're going to call holding on the offense. They're going to call it on their H-back, number 28. Yeah, it's going to be coming back. What a nice run there by Marcos Gonzalez. So it does go against the Hawks. Number 28. It really looked like a pancake block to me. So he had the guy on the ground. And depends on what angle, it could look like a holding. So he'll get flagged for that. So 3rd down, it comes back. 3rd down and 15. 8:49 remaining. Low snap again, but Torres is able to pick it up. He's going to go deep on this one. He's got a receiver. In and out of his hands, Ryan Castillo. It was right there, in step. I think it grazed his fingertips. But he definitely had a chance at that football. So David Torres doing a good job of unleashing a very accurate ball there, but just out of his fingertips. Just outside of his fingertips, incomplete pass. So 4th down coming up now for the South Hawks. Punt unit making its way on the field. Punt will be lined up right on the 35-yard line. He's going to want to try to pin this one back deep over the head of the returner here. He does have the wind at his back. Will be a little bit harder to control. But great snap. He's going to just sidewind this one, and it's going to have a hard bounce there. And, yeah, it will end up in the end zone, and good effort there at the end to try to track that football down and keep it from reaching that end zone for touchback. But That wind's going to help carry that into the end zone. All right, and so 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Ball will be marked at the 20-yard line. 8:29. They're down 2 touchdowns, which is not impossible with 8:29 remaining, with 2 timeouts left. But this offense has been just stalled out the whole second half, and so something's got to give here. Handoff to Vega. He'll get a couple yards there. They're going to need more than a couple yards. They're going to need to get downfield and make something happen. They're going to need a couple of those big plays that they had in the first half, like that 64-yard pass and catch, you know, that sprung for a touchdown in order to get back in this game. But they'll start off with a few yards here and see what they can get from here. 2nd and 6 for the Raiders now. Chito Perez doing an excellent job, in my opinion, tonight, the junior quarterback for the Raiders. Shotgun formation now, 3 receivers to his left. Gonna pass this one, slings it, 82, catches it out to the 35 now. Nice move close to the 38-yard line for number 82, Elian Hernandez. And again, one of his favorite targets out there on the outside is a tall receiver, big-bodied receiver. And he's a good target for him. And he connects again. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. And they're moving the ball. Ball's on the 38-yard line. 7:37 left in the game. Down 2 touchdowns. Handoff. Vega, nice little stutter step there. Forward progress should yield him 6, maybe even 7 yards on the carry. And I like the way that he just kind of had a little stutter on it. And then he just turned it up. Got upfield. So we're going to call it 2nd and 4. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Chito Perez control this offense now. Sends a man in motion. That's number 1, Rafael Campos. He ends up in the slot position now. Takes a snap. Handoff Vega, right-hand side. Makes a nice move. Not enough for the first down, but close. He'll be about a yard short. He's wrangled down to the ground there. But he stays in bounds, so the clock keeps running. 6:40 remaining in the game. Raiders do have 2 timeouts remaining. Down 29-15. So a 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot of urgency to get to the line of scrimmage quickly. Not feeling that just yet, so right now just trying to stay composed. Sends 82. He's man-to-man here on the outside. No safety help. Keeper, right-hand side. He's going to keep this one. Enough for a first down. Gets upended, but he should be past that first down marker. Waiting for the official. They're saying there was a fumble on the play. The back judge pointed one way and the white cap pointed another way. I think it's going to be first down for the Raiders. I think he was down by contact. He got flipped over.
Raiders pick up a first down.
First down. First down for the Raiders. Chito Perez earning that one. Here we go. See the turnover chain down there on the Raiders side has not been used. Oh, it did on the fumble. I'm sorry. And then the interception on the Hawk side too. Reverse field for Vega. He crosses midfield. And he gets really close to that first down marker. They're going to say he's got a first down. He starts right. I'm watching this replay and just does a great job and switches the ball to his left also. And he's got speed. He's quick. And so once he plants his foot in the ground, he can change direction. And he found enough space for a first down. The Raiders keep marching. Ball's marked on the 42-yard line of the Harlingen South Hawks. And so they're moving. This is the best drive, the best the offensive look has looked in the second half. By far. Pump fake. He's got 82 down the sideline. Incomplete pass. 82 had space. Elian Hernandez. Just a little bit off accuracy there. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. All right. Gonna get the student section up. 5:30 remaining in the game here, 29-15. 2nd and 10. Shotgun. Stutter step counter. Vega trying to find space on the right-hand side. Track down. Tackle, gain of 3 yards.
Picks up about 3 on the carry to bring up 3rd down.
He's got a little stutter step that he likes to use where he'll plant and then he changes direction. And sometimes he'll double plant, double change. It's pretty shifty. It's hard to tackle a guy like that. So you just got to get numbers on him. Got to get 2 or 3 guys out there. And everybody do a good job of spreading out, getting a wall in front of him. That's how you take him. So he's good. 3rd down and 7 for the Raiders. Quick little pass. That route was jumped by number 5, Enrique Alvarado. He read that. He saw film on that or something. And he just tried to jump out in front of it. If he would have caught that, he would have been opposite direction, pick 6. 4th down for the Raiders, and they survive a scare right there. That was a heady move. That was a mental move there. Knowing where that quarterback wanted to go with that football. He just jumped it. Quarterback didn't even go through his progression. He went straight there. All right, 4th down. Big play here for the Raiders. This could be the determining factor of whether or not they can even get back in this game. And it's blocked. It's a hand up in the air. I think number 9 got a hold of it, Aaron Vinson. And that's a turnover on downs. And like I said, that was a turning point play right there for the Raiders and the Hawks too. And that defense showed up and they played well right there. Great job by the Hawk defense. And the Raiders mounting a comeback here at the end. Falls short. So now the Hawks will go back to work. Doing, I would imagine, what they've been doing the whole second half. Running the football, number 30, Marcos Gonzalez. 1st and 10. Got to cover 1 here. One safety back deep. Got a bunch of guys in the box as they're expecting that right there. Marcos Gonzalez up the gut. Halfback dive.
Penalty markers on the field.
Penalty.
The ball carrier number 33 up the middle, Gonzalez.
There hasn't been a crazy amount of penalties tonight, but with this officiating crew, which is not a bad thing, but they just take a lot of time with each penalty. So it seems like...
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
All right, so returning to this player here. Have had a couple of injuries tonight.
Come see what the City of San Benito has to offer today. Business owners, visit the San Benito Chamber of Commerce and find out how they can help you be a part of the new and exciting growth the city is experiencing today. Supporting business, community, and the teams, San Benito Chamber of Commerce.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Hawks. 1st and 18 at that holding penalty there. So this will set them back a little bit. But really their goal right now is just to run through the clock and get to the end of the game. So 4:37. Plays coming from the sideline here. Got the call in. David Torres steps up. Marcos Gonzalez in the backfield. Handoff. He's going to follow his offensive lineman, but what a great defensive play there by number 24, I believe, for the Rivera Raiders. Gabriel Cuellar, senior linebacker, just does a great job of chasing from behind.
We got a penalty marker on the field.
We have another penalty on the field, so we'll take a moment for that. And I feel as we get closer to the end of this game, the slower we may go. Discussing the call. So this will be personal foul on the defense. All right, so there's a microphone not working there, but Whitecap is saying personal foul on the defense, 15-yard penalty. Well, that really hurts the Rivera Raiders and really helps the Hawks. Hurts the Raiders in their attempt to try to stop them. To be able to use 2 timeouts to try to mount a comeback, and really helps the Hawks just continue to keep this machine moving downfield. I have not seen a huge urgency, I'll tell you, though, from the Raiders to try to get back in this game. And so, you know, that's interesting to see as well. It's a 2-touchdown game. It's not really out of reach. But the Hawks are just going to keep trying to keep it that way. So officials are going to convene again. Double, triple, quadruple checking, making sure everything's okay. So reset the chains. We got a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, ball is marked on the 44-yard line, and let's play some football. Here we go. 4:26 remaining in the ball game. 1st and 10, Hawks. David Torres takes the snap. Handoff. Gonzalez up the middle, spins. Gain of 3 yards, maybe 4.
Gonzalez up the middle, picks up about a yard. On the stop, number 56 for the Raiders, Carlos Benavides. It'll bring up 2nd down about 7.
All right, 2nd down 7 coming up. Well, the Hawks here down to under 4 minutes now, and it looks like we're going to just keep going this way. 29-15 is your score. Again, thanks for listening to this live audio broadcast today. It's been a joy being able to bring you this play-by-play action. And it looks like we're going to start to wind down towards the end of this game. 2nd and 7 now. Torres takes a snap, low snap, gives to Gonzalez. Nice stop there at the line of scrimmage. May even lose a little bit. Rivera Raiders doing a good job of getting in there. Trying to get a foot loose there in the pile. And just how impressive, I got to say how impressed I am. And how impressive number 33 is, Marcos Gonzalez. Just his size, speed, vision, maturity as a sophomore is very impressive to me. And he's had a great ball game tonight. Got to also give out a shout out to number 11, Jacob Carrion, I'm sorry. He's had a phenomenal ball game as well. 3rd down and 7. There's Carrion in motion. They'll fake it to him, and Torres will keep it following an offensive guard upfield. He wants to stay in bounds. I don't know if he does. He may have gotten out. Watch the official. Yeah, he did. He'll stay in. So they're going to say stop the clock to move the chains and wind it again. Do have a Raider player on the ground. But David Torres, good awareness there to keep himself in bounds so that to keep that clock running. However, we do have a Raider down on the field here on the...
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. How about this 2015 Chevy Silverado 1500, a regular cab, custom wheels, bedliner, 21,000 miles, power everything, $25,900. Or how about this 2015 BMW 328i, fully loaded with an X-Drive, navigation, sunroof, leather interior, $18,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Still technically in the hunt for playoff spots. South is going to have a very rough road to the playoffs, being that they'll be right here next week in Bird Bowl, and that's going to be a difficult task, as Harlingen, has been really playing well the last, really, since the beginning of the season. So that should be a good one next week. There he goes. Marcos Gonzalez spins free to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Hawks. We're going to hold it right there. We have a flag on the field, and I think this one's coming back. What a run by Marcos Gonzalez. He had a run called back about a 20-yarder earlier that was just as impressive as that one. Man, this offensive line is playing well. I'm going to give them a shout out as we're trying to figure out what this next flag is going to be. We got number 72, Duke Mattingly. Number 51, he's a sophomore, Caleb Davis. 56, Samuel Elizondo, he's a senior as well. Also got 55 down there. That's Miguel Flores, he's a senior as well. I know I've got one more that I can't get your number. He's hiding from his offensive tackle on that side. 64, there he is. Chance Jennings, he's also a senior. So we got 4 seniors and 1 sophomore in this offensive line, and I hope that the underclassmen are watching and learning from these guys, because they're going to have big shoes to fill. And I'd love to see, I'm looking forward to seeing the stats tomorrow, because I know that Marcos Gonzalez has to be around 100. And Vasquez, Israel, someone was ejected from the ball game. Okay. Oh, it's a touchdown. That touchdown will stay. Yeah, all signs are pointing to that was going to be a penalty assessed against the Hawks. You know, the way that the officials were working through the progression and everything. And they come on and say, nope, unsportsmanlike conduct, player ejection on the Raider side. And the touchdown stays. So your score now is 35-15. 35-15. Extra point attempt coming. With 2:43 remaining in the ballgame. The Hawks, of course, obviously now well in command. And really, to me, ever since the third quarter started off and South Hawks came out strong, they fumbled away one, but then they came back and scored. And it just seemed from that moment on, it kind of just broke the will for the Raiders, you know, or of the Raiders, I should say. And really, the Raiders, they mounted one good drive the whole second half. But even that just seemed like it was just uninspired in that moment. So, you know, I just not sure what was going on, but Harlingen South definitely has dominated the football game. And this is dominating fashion. This is what we saw against Edinburgh in the very beginning of the game. This is what we saw against Westaco as well. This team has the potential to play. They dominated Odessa in the first half. I mean, this is a good team, folks. For those of y'all listening, been following the Hawks. It's a very talented football team. That offensive line down there is the best offensive line that I've seen work.
Inmates, you are now property of Cell Block X.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
To them tonight. His coaching staff has coached them up and got them ready for this game. So here's the penalty assessed now on the kickoff. So they'll be kicking from the 45-yard line. I would venture to say that we may see, yeah, it's not like a field goal because he's going to get about 7-yard run up, but he could probably put this one through the uprights of the wind behind. He's got a strong leg. That 35-yard miss earlier was uncharacteristic. I think someone blocked it, honestly. But that was not normal. So 37 for the Hawks. Got to show him some love. Leo Torres, he's a junior. He's kicking from the 45. I want to see if he can make a 55-yarder with this runner. Let's see. He's going for it. Let's see if he makes it through the uprights. He does. I think he does. Everybody's signaling it's a field goal on the field. Man, he had a lot of space to work with, too. He could have kicked the 65 with that run up. He's got a great leg. And that was cool. I was like, they're going to see if he can kick a field goal, and he did. No points because it was a kickoff. But now he can go say, hey, man, I kicked a 55. I kicked a 55 yards through the uprights. Yes, you did. You had a 7-yard runner, but that's okay. That's impressive one way or another, folks. All right, so Rivera's going to get the ball here. They still have timeouts. They have not attempted to use them. Man, South Hawks barely getting a man off the field. Almost got 12 there. I think we're going to see a backup quarterback for Rivera. We are. Backup players, both sides of the ball. Put number 4 in at the quarterback position for Rivera. Ramsey Rocha. Did have a reception earlier, I believe.
Ramiro Vega on the stop, number 12, Joshua Cantu for the Hawks.
So I think they're going to go ahead and
Gain about 1 second and
sit the
9
quarterback.
for the
Again, you know, even with Rivera losing this game today, they're not out of the race. It's still going to be tight to the end. Harlingen will get them on head-to-head now, you know, with the same record, so they'll jump one, but it's far from over. Still a couple more weeks left, and, you know, out of 6-4 going to make the playoffs. So
Ramsey Rocha for the Raiders.
Los Fresnos strong, San Benito's strong, Harlingen's very strong. And so, you know, I think Harlingen is fighting right now this week and next week for the district title. But everybody else in that district is still fighting for a spot. So even with a loss tonight, it does not eliminate Rivera yet. It definitely helps South Hawks, though, get a win in the district, especially as they're gearing up again for Bird Bowl next week. We'll have the live audio broadcast as well, so in case you want to join next week, I'd love to have you join us. Interception by the Hawks here by number 4. Here we'll turn this one out to the 21-yard line or so. Flag comes in late, but that's going to be after the interception was already to be had. And so this should remain Harlan South Hawk football, I think. I'm watching to hear what the penalty may have been on that, but it looks like that should be Harlan South Hawk football. Wait for the official response on this one. And here he comes, Whitecap. 31, okay. Got a final on the Harlingen Cardinals, in case you're interested. 31-21 over Los Fresnos. That's final. So the Cardinals stay undefeated in district. Stay with one loss on the season altogether. And they're pumping. So, you know, I got to see them last week, and they look very strong. If South plays like this next week, we're going to have a good Bird Bowl. So I'm hoping for that, looking forward to that. Remains South Hawk football, and they're going to go into victory formation. 36-15 should be the final score. The umpire is going to reset the football. I think we'll probably get through 2, maybe 3 snaps at the most in victory formation for the Hawks, and that'll do it for us. Thank you for joining us on this live audio broadcast. KCN working hard, the whole team doing a great job, and of course Real Sports Live and HCISD, and just a joy to be able to bring you these broadcasts. And for those of you that can't make it to the games for whatever reason, you're listening from out of town, thanks for joining us. Maybe you're a Hawk fan, you're out of the city, out of the state, or a Rivera fan in Brownsville, couldn't travel. So we're thankful to be able to bring this to you, and you get to hopefully experience at least a taste of what you're missing. So again, Aaron Sines in the booth, and just a joy to be able to bring you this game. Great district matchup, and again, 2 teams fighting, clawing, scratching to get into the playoffs, and both still have opportunity, but the South Hawks improved their chances tonight for sure, and I'm sure they're going to go away glad with that. So inside 22 seconds now. I think that'll be the last snap there, and Hawks will come over to the sideline victorious. Rivera wishing safe travels for them, the team, the band, cheerleaders, dancers, and family as they travel back to Brownsville tonight. And we wish you safe travels on the road as well. Well, that'll do it here from Bogus Stadium tonight. Final score 36-15 as the Harlingen South Hawks playing solid tonight, strong football, and dominating the game and doing a great job of bringing the win at their first and their return home after many weeks. So again, it's a joy to bring you this broadcast. Aaron Sines signing off. We'll catch you next week.